So this is the Magic Marble Art set that I picked up for me and my children. As you can see, the box is really well illustrated, and these are all the components that come in the box itself. Most of it is obviously just art based, so and it comes with instructions to show you exactly how to use it. Overall, the art set itself is quite self-explanatory. You add water to some of the components, you add the paint, and then you make your own artwork. I think the best part for us is that it really does keep the children engaged for, I'd say, at least an hour, sometimes more. And they don't just want to do one picture; they usually want to do lots more, which is really fun. So how it kind of works is you add the water to some of this powder here. And bear in mind that there's a specific amount of milliliters that you need to use. I think it's like 500 milliliters for every spoonful of of powder you use. So bear that in mind. But again, the instructions are there just to double check. They're really easy to read as well. And then once they've been added to the water, you do need to give it around 6 hours. So bear that in mind. So what we usually do is I will set the water up maybe the day before or in the morning, and then I'll set a timer 6 hours later, and then the water solution will be ready. Once the water solution is ready, we add it into here. I think what's really cool about this is it's quite deep, so you can add quite a lot of water in, which means that when we are doing our artwork, we can do one picture, we can do 5 pictures, we can do up to 10 in the same solution, and it works in the same way. You get quite a lot of paper as well. So we've had it for about 3.5 months maybe, and we've been using it probably once a week. And there is still quite a lot of paper for us to use, so you don't have to worry about buying more paper, which is fantastic. The colors come in a set of 6, as you can see. Again, every child's going to use different colors. I let my children use as many colors as they want. There are some instructions on how to use these, so you kind of just squeeze them in gently, because if you put too much in, it's not going to be as useful. And then you have these kind of small pattern instruments, or kind of these tools to engage with the marble art itself. We find that the smaller ones probably work best, because the children can use any patterns that they want and get really creative with it, and get hands-on with it, which is fantastic. We love that aspect of it. It's really easy to do as well. Once they've set the paint in there, and it's spreading out over the paper itself, they can just use these and make just small patterns, and it's just amazing to watch. Really love that. It brings out their creativity. And then of course the black one, very similar to the small ones, but it's got other kind of spikes in it just to create different patterns. Again, the instructions will show you once it's completed and you're ready to move it from the solution onto the paper. You just put the paper in. Again, it's very simple to do, and then you use this small device here just to take the paper out on the side, and then that you just leave on into like a flat surface, and it dries. It usually takes around 2 hours ish to dry. But then the thing is, while they're drying, my children love to do lots of new ones, and that's what we really like about the product. There's so many things that we can do with it. There's so many different kind of artists and different colors that we can use, and different patterns that we can use, and it keeps them engaged, which is really fun. Also, it's important to note that these paints are non-toxic. That's really important. One thing that we want to make sure that when we are giving our children any paints to use, that they are non-toxic, because they are still children, so things can happen. You can probably see from here, we've been using it for around 3.5 months, and there's loads of solution left in each one, because you only need to use a small amount, which makes it really valuable and quite robust. And lastly, again, we've used probably around 6 to 8 solutions in our 2 to 3 months that we've had it, and we've still got half a bag here and 2 full bags of solutions. So you've got value for money, because you can use these again and again, and you just put in kind of 1 spoonful per playtime. Then there's lots of instructions here to show you how to use it as well, and to create different patterns. But overall, we're really impressed with it. I think it's valuable for money. I think our children spend hours playing with it, and then once the patterns are complete, they're really impressed with themselves, which makes it all worthwhile.